Our next reader, I actually met through a Craigslist ad. I wish I could tell you that it was a misconnection, or even better, a casual encounter. But that was not the case. It was a housing ad. Isaac Fitzgerald has been a firefighter, worked on a boat, and then given a sword by a king, thereby accomplishing 3 out of 5 of his childhood goals by the age of 25. He has also written for Alternate, The Bold Italic, McSweeney's, and Mother Jones. He is the managing editor of The Rumpus. Please help me welcome Isaac Fitzgerald.
Okay, guys, get settled and let's do this. First off, I want to say thank you so much to Kevin and Amick. Can we get a big round of applause for them? You are a much larger crowd than that. Come on, let's hear it for Bang Out! It is so bright out here, up here, whatever I'm trying to say. It's good though that I can't see you, so I'm not nervous. I'm putting this in the wrong hole. This happens to me a lot.
That's what she said!
Hey-o! Alright guys, alright, so that was the first thing. The first thing was thank you for banging out. The second thing was, and I'm gonna have to look at you guys real quick, raise your hand if you smoke pot. Alright, you, red t-shirt, come up here. Yeah, well, you were also first. I had a friend from out of town, she didn't want to take it on the plane, I don't smoke pot. There you go, have fun with the pot. I fucked it up already. Alright, here we go. The next thing is, where's Amick? Amick's, alright, so they're recording this, so I just need to take a personal minute real quick, I'm sorry. Dear Mom, if you have found this YouTube video anyway, stop watching right now. This isn't like a joke, this isn't like, oh, Isaac's being cute in front of the audience, it's funny. No, Mom, click close, never continue to watch this. That thing that you told me when I was 8 that you think really psychologically damaged me, and you're absolutely right, this is gonna be like that, so I don't want to fuck you up for the rest of your life. Close it. You closed it? Close it.
It's closed.
Okay, here we go. And now, my friends, here we are. Thank you so much. I'm so nervous. Nobody's gonna like me. Alright, here we go. Pretty much everything I do in life...
Get out of there!
Alright, here we go. Pretty much everything I do in life is for one sole purpose. To have sex. Everything. Work, play, exercise, continuing my shitty little existence on this planet. I do it all for sex. I don't really know why this is. I mean, it feels good, right?
Yeah!
Obvious. Oh, Jesus Christ. Funnily enough, that happens to me during sex a lot, too. Alright, listen, it feels good, right? But I'm sure some of it can date back to high school. See, I'm an FFK, a former fat kid. I didn't become the glistening metal spring of sexuality that you see before you until around 15. That's when I lost a whole bunch of weight thanks to running every day. Or maybe it was all the speed I was doing. Who can say? Weirdly, when I lost the weight, and we're talking skinny here, folks. We're talking really skinny. I don't like to admit it, but I've actually put some of those pounds back on. But I'm not doing speed now, so that's, that's good. Anyways, weirdly, when I lost the weight is when I started making friends. Funny how America works. And when I started making friends is when I started getting laid. Basically, what I'm trying to say is there may be some super low self-esteem issues linked to sex in my psyche. But even rock-hard pillars of hotness, such as myself, can't get laid all the time, try as we might. So what's a guy whose sense of self-worth is linked to orgasms to do? Easy. Jerk off. Jerk off a whole shit ton. I'm talking first thing in the morning, last thing at night, and at least 3 times over the course of the day. More if it's Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Because it's Saturday? Alright. I was lucky enough to be discovering self-pleasure at that beautiful age when the internet was just happening. I'm talking 12-year-old me had to steal antique hustlers from the basement of the dying guy who lived next door to us. But 13-year-old me was looking at pixelated tits and asking ASL in chat rooms that were supposed to be about the Lord of the Rings trilogy, thanks to a crappy modem my dad stole from his work. This was before Google. I remember feeling like a genius when I had the thought to type in Playboy.com into the address bar of our Netscape browser. Glorious days. Fucking glorious. But what started as normal teenage exploration kicked into high gear once I actually got laid. For those of you not keeping up, that's because of a low self-esteem issue that we just touched on previously. Seriously, chat rooms and cybersex quickly gave way to sites like drbizarro.com. Alright, we're gonna do a little aside here, guys. I'm sorry, but we are. Just an aside. I hadn't been to drbizarro.com in a long time when I was writing this, so I decided to just go check it out. It had been years. It was like nostalgic for me. I was like nostalgic for an old porn site that I looked at when I was a kid. Here's how the good doctor welcomes his guests. Welcome to drbizarro.com. Free porn since 1997. Where you get no pop-ups, no blind links, no bullshit. The others promise, but we deliver more free XXX porn and sex than you can shake your dick at. Don't be fooled by cheap imitations. If it doesn't say drbizarro.com, trademark, then it's just another lame rip-off site. If you enjoy this site, please do your part in helping keep it free by clicking on our sponsors' ads every time you visit and checking out what they have to offer. They are the ones who are keeping this site free. Without their support, we would have to close down. We need everyone's support. Don't just assume the other guy will do it. Thanks! Enjoy the site. Dr. Bizarro. It's like a non-profit. It starts out totally hot and normal with you shaking dicks at things, and it ends like a feed the children pitch. Anyhow, back to what we were talking about. That's just the thing I did while I was writing it. That's true. You can check out drbizarro.com. Don't go to the fake sites though. Anyways, so chat rooms and cybersex quickly gave way to sites like drbizarro.com. And then YouPorn happened, and XXXTube, and all these sites that just brought me down rabbit hole after sexy, dirty, I can't believe they're doing that rabbit hole. Then, in my mid-20s, this is after I lived with Kevin, and Kevin listened to me watch a lot of porn, and so I lived with Kevin, so can we just have a round of applause for Kevin? I am so sad. He got this kid off of Craigslist, and I'm just in the back room just jerking off constantly while he's trying to eat oatmeal. Anyhow, then in my mid-20s, something happened. I actually was in porn. And I'm getting to social networking, don't worry. Then in my mid-20s, something happened. I was actually in porn. No real surprise, we do live in San Francisco. That's really a story for another time. But let's just say the man behind the curtain was revealed, and it took some of the wind out of my porn-obsessed sails. Don't get me wrong, making porn can certainly be hot. And I have many sex worker friends who are really, really good at what they do, and they love their jobs. But sometimes making porn is just eating pizza between takes, talking with a woman about how she's raising money for her mother's chemo treatments, and then plowing said chick while she's dressed like a child and 10 dudes who are wearing masks stand around and watch. She's like, that sounds awesome. So there I was, mid-20s, recently broken up with a girlfriend. The breakup was bad and may or may not have influenced my short career as the world's worst porn star. And online porn, all of a sudden, it just wasn't doing it for me. I was lost. Like Christ in the desert. Nice little reference for Jesus. Where you at, Jesus? All right, there you are, there you are. I was lost, like Christ in the desert. I was a man without an anchor. Then... So bad.
Do it!
Hang on, hang on. Then, Mom, fucking turn it off right now. Okay? Okay. Then, one day, I was laying in bed with my computer, which I obviously do a lot, surfing Facebook, and a friend posted a rather sexy photo of herself in a bikini. I cannot believe I'm telling you this. We know where this is going, right? I looked at the photo and felt that old spark that I used to as a child looking at the big-titted police women video stream section at drbizarro.com. Before I'd really thought about it, I jacked off to a girl I used to play pee-wee soccer with. I felt bad. I really did. It was creepy and weird and awesome. I kept doing it. Hot friends, not hot friends, best friends, people I barely knew. I'd look through their personal photos, all Christmas parties and pictures with grandma, and find that one shot that really did it for me. And the exes? Oh God, just flipping through their photo histories. All the life they'd lived after I was gone. Jerking off to every moment. It gets worse. I'm a lonely person. I'm a lonely person. Weird. At our core, I think we all are. The more I looked at my ex's pages, the more I started to imagine what could have been. What if I hadn't fucked up? What if she'd stayed? What if? All of a sudden I was injecting myself into the photos. That wasn't her new boyfriend with her on top of that mountain. It was me. And right after the photo was taken, we got down. And it was good. What became a habit with my ex started to become a habit with other people. My favorites, I called them. Birthday parties, trips to the beach, party nights. I was with these women. We had relationships in my mind. This wasn't porn anymore. I was jerking off to the idea of no longer being alone. Fuck you, assholes, like you haven't done it. I'm sorry. And here's where I should have a moment. Something that changed my behavior. Maybe I came across a photo of a family member or something else just as terrible. This is where I'm supposed to have learned my lesson. But you know what? I still do it. I try to keep it limited because I know it's unhealthy and super fucking gross. But the fact of the matter is, some people have foot fetishes. Some people have leather fetishes, and I just happen to have not being alone fetishes. But don't worry, it's okay, guys. I have a lot of friends on Facebook. So if you're one of my FB pals, and you're totally grossed out right now, just assume that you're one of the ones that I haven't jerked off to. And the rest of you? The new friends? Well, my name's Isaac Fitzgerald, and you can find me on Facebook.